Hello Leo, welcome to the Black-Hearted Oracle. I want to say thank you so much for your response with views for your September reading. This is your love and romance reading for October for all Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But before we get started, I'd like to pay homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course, my beautiful ancestors. Okay, Leo, what you see laid before you is your opening guidance for your love and romance reading. And the first message we have for you comes from the Black-Hearted Oracle. And it's, so you're just going to keep bumping your head, huh? And the message reads, you ever seen in the movies that robot that keeps walking into the wall and bumping its head, but only says error, 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 but can't change course? Yep, we all have. Sadly for you, you seem to be that robot, constantly playing repeat on a situation that will not only lead to an error and you with a bump on your head as a trophy. But on the brighter side, thankfully, you're no robot. You are just experiencing a glitch in your soul. Your heartstrings are tethered to something or someone that is harmful to your energy or your path. You are being granted a brief pause in which you can cut those strings or stay stuck in the cycle of effort and pain. Learn the lesson and move forward on your path. Now, the next message we have comes from the Little Reminder deck. And it is gratitude. It says, I am grateful for and appreciate all the abundance I have in my life today. Now, I love this artist. Her name is Amy Zerner, and she's a textile artist. I mean, her work is just so beautiful. The last message comes from the Shadow and Light deck, and this is Nautilus Princess. Powerful personal growth. And the message says, soon she is to be queen and she must make decisions. She feels uncertain how she will perform when she is elevated and unsure of whether she can wield her power. She is very thoughtful as she contemplates the future. All around her are symbols of her future success. There will be change as I change. I will continue to hold fast to my Nautilus as it ever reminds me to grow in the ways that are in tune with my purpose and my integrity and what I feel is right. I vow to be steadfast and true despite the challenges that are heading my way. I vow to not misuse my power. I will grow in the ways that are in tune with my true self and purpose, and true purpose. The spirit message reads, you must act from a pure place and from a natural place, and treat this quest as a sacred task. You will grow in ways that are perfect and perfectly proportioned. Expect to grow more and more over time. This is a time of spiritual and emotional transformation. So, Leo, as you can see, your messages are in tune. So while that you are in the growth process that you'll be experiencing in the month of September, please remember to hold a state of gratitude because it does help in our manifestations. Now, the first question I ask is how you'll be represented in the month of October in your love and romance field. And what I received for you was very soon. And it's clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Perfectly in line with the Shadow and Light message for you. Now, this was the Queen of Cups as a clarifier that came out for you. The Queen of Cups is someone who is a nurturer, emotionally balanced nurturer. She seeks to make sure that her, hold on, let me hit the light real quick. Sorry. Okay, much better. She seeks to make sure that everyone who is a part of her energy is taken care of. And due to this, she gains her abundance. Now, what this is also saying, though, because I clarified, is the moon in reverse. So she also represents you taking care of yourself, you know, being nurturing of self, making sure that you are emotionally balanced, making sure that your cup is not empty so that you may be able to give to others. And the 10 of Wands came out with this. So very soon you're going to come to realize the burdens that you're carrying has to come to an end in order for you to be able to reclaim your Queen of Cups energy. You know, so whatever secrets will be coming out, they're coming out very soon for you within this month of October. Now, the emotional side, the emotions that you'll be experiencing is freedom. You know, independence and self-determination, it goes right along with the Nautilus, the Queen of Cups, and the very soon card. So you're really going to have to make these decisions to be self-determining, to know exactly what it is that you truly want. Now, you're going to need to take moments of rest, you know, withdraw from the outside world so you can meditate on your truth. To clarify that, I received the 5 of Swords. Now, the 5 of Swords energies speaks of, you know, those petty quarrels. You see, this person is being run through and through, but this is in reverse. So what you're not going to be doing within this month is to delve in these energies. You're going to take your sword of truth and go rest. Now, if you do these things and you are led to follow these guidance and you choose to follow them, your wish fulfillment is what you'll be thinking about. And your soul tribe. You know, this is the 2 of Cups. This is a union that is granted to you by the Divine Creator, you know, and supported by Mother Sustainer. And it'll be your wish fulfillment. But first, you're going to have to free yourself whatever situation and take the time to make sure that this is exactly what you want. Now let's move these up to speak about the intentions. The intention was rejection. So the burdens of rejection, you know, this one speaks about being in your head, of possessing work of great fine art that's eclectic and solely you. So whatever soul purpose that you have, and within your head, you're constantly thinking about rejection. But we must remember that what we think about, we bring about. To clarify, we received the 6 of Pentacles. So you're scared of not receiving an equal give and take for the work that you have put in to this relationship. You know, and you're planning on going into a hermit mode. The hermit speaks of when we've reached a certain point in our life that we've been overburdened, you know, secrets coming out, and we're just sick and tired of having these petty quarrels, you know, these back and forth, trying to one-up somebody, like I have to have the last word. We go into hermit mode because we need to seek inner enlightenment and inner guidance. And doing so, you're going to end up coming to a place of 9 of Pentacles, which is the single card which reiterates, you know, the self-determination. And if you are in a committed relationship, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to leave your partner. That is not for me to decide. I don't know your personal situation, but what it is saying is that you're not to get lost within that partnership, that you still are to be independent and strong. Oh, wow, I'm clearing off the board. I'm not even done. Okay. The intention was trickery as well. So due to these, trickery that has caused the burdens, you're going to be missing an opportunity which will gain you victory. Now let's move on to the problems that you might come across within the month of October in your love and romance field. This represents the problem that you'll be coming across. And it says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So if you're in a committed relationship, then maybe you're going to meet someone, or your partner will be meeting someone that's going to have you guys questioning whether the bond is worth keeping. Or maybe you're on your way, conducting on your life path, and there's someone who's coming in your life that is going to be a distraction for you. Now, to further clarify, it's the Three of Staffs. Yes, exactly. This card speaks of sending your ships out and waiting for them to come in. And to clarify, the Ace of Cups. So it's either that you're not in a place for new love right now, but you're being offered it, Or, as I said, that this love that you're in, this new love phase that you're in, is causing you to lose yourself within this relationship and not being able to be in a Nine of Pentacles, freedom, self-determining energies that we all need in order to achieve our personal goals. And this says unseen. So it says there's too much hidden from you at this time. So within this new love that's coming in, or this new cycle of love in your relationship, there's still a lot of things hidden that is causing this relationship not to move forward, even though a cup of love is being offered. But to me, whenever I start seeing problems in the cards and I see the Ace of Cups, it is always self-love. Like, no matter what kind of Two of Cups energies are on the board, once I start seeing problems and the Ace of Cups comes out, it's never time to move into new love. It's time for self-love. Now, the unseen card was coming from the Four of Cups, And this is an offer that somebody doesn't want. They're not wanting their ship to come in with this new love. And that would bring justice, judgment to the Ten of Swords energies. This would be the end of the cycles of betrayal, and the Ten of Wands. It'd be the end of that. So now you have to be clear to yourself, because you have to clearly decide what you want, because it's coming. You have manifestation powers right now that are granted to you. And the universe is smiling in your favor. Now the intention was destiny. So, and when I clarified that, it was the Death to the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, when I see the King of Pentacles in reverse, Leo, this is a person who's not in your energy. So I'm going to take it as your partner, or this new love that's coming in. There's going to be a death to that, because it is your destiny to receive justice by proper judgment. And this person right here, if he is a wealthy man or a woman who's in your energies right now, this person is manipulating you. Oh, you can't really see the card, so sorry. This person is manipulating you through finances. This is the tyrannical, selfish person who gives you, but they're really expecting something in return. Now, we also receive service and the Temperance card. So you can balance these energies by being of service, because the divine timing is here to show you your destiny. And through service, you can gain your grounding to get yourself out of these energies of, you know, out of these 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords energies. Now let's get into your helpful energies. Okay, Leo. It's let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So, as it was saying, take the rest. Take time to rest. With the 4 of Swords energies, take this time. And within that time, you allow the situation to unfold naturally. Move to calmer waters within that time. Again, with the 4 of Swords. So it's telling you to just get out of your head. Because these are Swords cards. These are the mental things. So get out of your head. Carry your emotions firmly. Your passions are draped with purity and the innocence of the child. You don't have to know. You don't have to see the map. You don't have to see the map. He can have full control of the map. This King of, what do you call it? And King of Pentacles in reverse. He can have full control, but you are guided. And Temperance is here for you to find balance, to move away. Now, let's get these out of the way. Reflections. It says, what you contemplate, you actualize. So this is also telling you that what you think about, you bring about. And remember, your opening guidance was to stay in a state of gratitude and appreciate the abundance that you have, because if you stay in that state, you'll get more of it. So you're reflecting on a real soulmate union. One that brings balance, you know, where the masculine and the feminine are both joined together. And the Kundalini spirits of both of you can rise into your crown and bring on the Christ spirit. Now, again, gratitude. You have to stay in a state of gratitude this month, Leo. If you're looking for love, that true, no matter what you've been through, you know, this gratitude card is being clarified by the Queen of Staffs. So this is telling you that you are creative. You know, she holds her staff. She holds her passions. She is fully crowned in red. So her passions are there. Her third eye is popping. You know, so you're going to have to stay in a state of gratitude. And with that, you'll be able to be self-determining as this one is. Take on these energies. You're a fire sign. This is in your element. But with a state of gratitude, you know, because if you look, the purple flowers here and the purple flowers here. So this is definitely a message for you to stay in a state of gratitude to bring in exactly what you're looking for. And what you're looking for is growth, you know, and Knight of Staffs. So this is a movement card. So this would be, if it was upright, it would be that a movement was happening. So maybe you're looking for movement, but it's telling you that if you stay in a state of gratitude and growth, what you're going to achieve is the 10 of Pentacles. So I know this reading is supposed to be about love, and it kind of is, because self-love is the best love. You know, it says love yourself because you know how to do it better. So if you're ending a relationship or just ending the mental strain that this relationship has on you, it is asking you to stay in a state of gratitude, focus on your growth and your passions, and move your mind out of the tumultuous emotions and into calmer waters. Now the conclusion is calling in your soulmate. Exactly. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Now, this is 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. Again, call in your soulmate, Leo. But while you're calling in your soulmate, focus on the work. Whether you are the masterpiece that you're sculpting, or this is your passions that you're sculpting. Move out of a state of tumultuous thinking. Allow your mind to be at peace, because we cannot give our best selves to a relationship or to our work if we're in a state of mental strain and drama. This is vivid dreaming, dream messages, and teaching. This whole reading is talking about your ability to visualize and your ability to bring what you want in through your dreams, through visualizing, through the mental state. You know, Empress. So if it is a child that you're working on, then congratulations. But to me, the threes are not necessarily an Empress. If that happens to be the case, well, congratulations, as I said. But this is the queen of all queens, you know. She is fully grounded in all that she does. And this is also a new start, which is the Sun and the Queen of Wands. Again, your energy. This is you, Leo. So it's telling you again, Leo, step into your creative side, whatever that is. You know, if you're analytical and you like to create mathematical problems or scientific compounds, chemical compounds, you know, it's all creation. Not everyone has to create with a paint and an easel and a brush. Okay. This is recovery. And what are you recovering from? The Five of Cups energy. So this depressive state, this mental turmoil, you know, you're getting out of that. The next one is release. This talks about releasing the voice in our head that is our worst enemy, that keeps us in a state of a graveyard. And release your ideas of partnership. Or if you're in a third party, which this card doesn't really speak, this reading doesn't speak too much of a third party. This is Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So if you do have a third party going on, because this card can also speak of choice, it's time for you to cut these things out and focus on the Queen of Pentacles. Remember, you're the Empress, so you embody all queens. The only one I think we didn't get was the Queen of Swords, but she's represented through many of this. Okay. Now, before we go, I want to give you a closing message of guidance. Closing messages of guidance. But Leo, I really hope that you can manage to get things going in the way that you want them to focus on your desires. Because as 2020 approaches, this is a time of destiny. This is a time of change in destiny and stability. Okay, this is 28, which results in a 10, which is also an ending and a new beginning, as most of your reading was about. It says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Honored and humbled, we all are entranced with the human legacy, the opportunity to generate light, peace, love, and beauty in this magnificent Garden of Eden, Mother Earth. Each of us is born with a destiny, a purpose written before we even took our first breath. It is the unique thread that we contribute to the whole of life, but we must always be in a state of becoming. Though we cannot change what we are always changing who we are. We promote our potential into the actual and seek the wisdom of others along the way. Do you have a mentor or teacher? Do you recognize the wealth of lived experience around you? That the living as well as that of our ancestors? You are never alone. Great Spirit has been with you all along. If you can be anything you desire, what does that look like? What makes your unique light shine the brightest? Find where the wild ones meet, that timeless realm of spirit and love from which we all were born. All it takes is pure silence and an open heart. Wow, Leo, that is a powerful message within union. Green Tara, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything on our own. Because once we step on our path, we're going to need help. Others are going to need to come in. It says, face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness And you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear. And every successful person has struggled with the release of these self-doubts. Now, the last card we have comes from the Earth Magic Oracle, and it is Meadow. I won't read the whole thing because it's quite lengthy, so I'll just give a brief synopsis. And it says, the meadow in this card invites us in with its beauty and openness. Yet, for some, the idea of being in such an open space is terrifying. And in an expansive meadow like this, we may feel exposed, defenseless, lacking the perceived safety of an enclosed area. But for others, walking through a meadow can be an exquisitely satisfying experience. We can feel comfortable in the openness and visibility. This vulnerability builds on the foundation of trust rather than fear, the capacity to trust your own instincts to tell us if there are any potential threats we must respond to. You are in a place now where you can take risks with your feelings, and even more important, take risks with the truth of who you are, the truth you know in your heart and soul. You no longer need to be subjected to your conditioned fears of letting others know who you really are. Yes, others may judge, evaluate, criticize, and perhaps even put you down. These are very real possibilities. But by trusting that you have the strength to deal with these reactions rather than responding adaptively and always playing it safe, you can more confidently allow yourself to be vulnerable. Always holding back from expressing your truth can create an illusion of safety. But armed with your trust and your faith, you can choose to be vulnerable and share your authentic self with the world. Wow, Leo. Okay, that was very, very, very profound. I mean, I'm always amazed by how the great creator and mother sustainer work through us, and our ancestors. So I just want to say thank you for stopping by. I hope this message finds you well, and I pray that you get on the path of living your best life. So may you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may Ma'at hold you in her loving graces. Ashe.